What's up, everybody? Anthony Williams here, back with another YouTube video. It is Thursday the 15th. I'm hoping to have this video uploaded tonight or tomorrow morning for you. But guys, I want to go through a quick market breakdown for you guys, and I want to show you guys what I'm looking at when I'm looking at the charts, how I mark up my charts. I do believe that the best way in order for you or me or people to learn is to go through the charts and just study the charts and watch how other people are marking up the charts and writing up the charts. So I'm going to be trying to do this every single week. So if you are not subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button. Also, you want to make sure that notification bell is turned on because we are going to be dropping these videos a lot, and we're going to be having some fun. Also, I don't know if you guys can see, I haven't really showed YouTube much, but we got the SV in. The SV is here, baby. It's been chilling. I got it back here in the workshop, having fun with it. So let's start. I'm gonna start going through the pairs, and some of them I might go through fast, some of them I might go through slow, just depending on what I see. And I'm gonna explain to you guys why I'm seeing things and what I'm seeing, and why I would take a trade, why I wouldn't take a trade, and things along those lines. So first off, this is the daily time frame. The first thing I noticed is we had this nice little double top here. In this zone right here, we do have some type of trend here. Obviously, there was a trend here. Looking for this market. I don't love this wick after this shark fin. I did actually take a sell off of this 15 moving average, but as soon as it kind of broke to the upside, I took a very small loss. I was thinking that it could potentially come back to the downside from here to create some type of movement, double bottom, something down there, but it just didn't. And I just didn't like the way it moves. It's okay sometimes to get out of a position early in order to make sure you don't lose a big position. So how I would start marking this up is simple. Finding your key levels, your key zones, obviously 1, 2, 3. You have the double top here, spike to the low, massive downtrend, came into a stagnant zone. And for me, guys, if I don't see something right away, typically, I'm kind of staying out of it. I do see that you do have some structure here. Boom, boom, boom. 50 here. You'll have the 200 here. You could potentially see some movement down to the downside from that point there. Because I do think this is overall going to continue to be heading to the downside. But until we get there, it's really, really hard to tell. Yeah. It's a high time frame. Let's go to the daily. Let's go to the 4 hour. Yeah. I mean, I the way I trade, I wouldn't be entering in any type of trade here, because you do on the lower time frame have a shark fin here, which scares me. You do have something like this. So, you could see the market still rise, but just not my way of trading, not my style of trading, so I'm probably going to leave it alone. On to the next one. Kind of the same feeling here. Start here. Some nice trends here. Like that, obviously it broke the trend. Broke up. I don't love the fact that this right here is a wick off the 800 moving average. I do foresee the Japanese yen falling some more. So I do think you could see this come down, but it's just too risky for me. This is showing me there's too much potential for it to go either way. I'm not, swinging. I'm not swinging on either side of the fence right now with that. So I don't like that. AUD and ZD. Let's look at this. You have a low, higher low, and a higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. So realistically, you could, expect to see another higher high. See, there's nothing's clear to me right now. So I'm expecting, first, zone, first level is, first initial thoughts, it's going to keep rising. But until, I would never enter a trade here right now. Just doesn't work That's not how I trade, so it doesn't work for me. AUD/USD. I'm looking at the daily. One thing I am noticing about the AUD/USD is that you pretty much have this stagnant, pretty sideways motion here. I really would be looking to try and trade. Sorry guys, I don't want those to be. I really would be looking to kind of trade inside of this. I just don't like the AUD pairs right now. There's too much going on in the world, I think. Once again, stagnant. I think you could see a higher high here. I do think you could see a higher high here coming up to create a high. How you would find the next level. That's what I would be looking for with this right here. So I'd be looking to trade inside of this channel. So for me, I'm gonna mark that gold. I'm gonna trade and stay inside this channel. That's how I'm gonna treat this right here. Bitcoin, love Bitcoin obviously. I think Bitcoin needs to break this zone and go to the high side. Well, at least that's what I want. Everyone wants Bitcoin to rise, right? But I don't know what's gonna happen here. So I'm kind of just keeping an eye on Bitcoin, waiting for it to give me some type of motion. Oh, and by the way, guys, just so you know, so I mark these like with these pin tabs. Let's say I was looking for a sell, I would put red. If I was looking for a buy, I would put green. If I'm kind of like, looking at something but keeping it in the trend, I'm like, I mark it orange or gold. Just so you guys know. CAD Chef. I really wanted this to sell off of this 15 moving average. I do think we can still get a sell somewhere around here in this zone. Obviously, we are in a massive downtrend on the daily time frame. Yeah. I still think we're going to get some type of sell. I think we have to get some type of sell here coming soon. Let me go to 4 hour. Sorry, guys. My internet's been a little slow. Don't know why. Yeah, see, nothing that I love, nothing that sticks out to me. And I always start with a daily time frame, and then I kind of scale in. And that doesn't mean like, the 4 hour, but I want to get an overall picture of what's happening in the market, where the market's heading, where the market's going, why do I think it's going there, what's going to be happening. See, a lot of JPY pairs did this, and I just want to show you guys. This is a very clear indication to me of that I need to be staying away. Staying away from little shit, like staying away from, like, I don't know, like, this tells me it could rise all the way to the top. It also tells me, that we could see a drop soon because of this trend line that was broken. CAD J had all of this, so that's how I feel. You had a broken trend line here. I think market, like, technically when you have a trend line like that broken, it's supposed to, technically the market can do whatever the hell it wants, but you're supposed to see some type of motion back into some type of region of support, resistance, blah blah blah, whatever it may be, and then create a new low. That's what you're supposed to see, but that doesn't mean it's always going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen with this, because there's a lot of world economic events going on, as well as seeing all of these. Once again, I think Chef J, you're going to see, I do think with this one, you're going to see something like this. So I'm looking for heavy sells. I like this. I think Chef J could sell heavy. you know, oh. I really love this actually. Oh. I would keep the stop loss pretty tight because if it breaks back into that zone, no, you really don't. But if you notice, all the other JPY pairs came down and hit the 800 moving average. Obviously, this one did not. So I'd be looking to sell pretty heavy for a while. This is one of those that I would just slowly stack in over and over and over again. Let's look at Euro AUD. Once again, big wick, came back up. This tells me it's going to keep heading down. It's just not how I trade, guys. Like, I don't, like, when you have something like this, I stay as far away from it as possible. Euro CAD. See, there's some people that people that see things differently, and they see things and they're like, oh, this makes sense. You know? Not me. That's not me. Not me on my way of trading. I do like that it did hit this order block here, came up. What I would look to do here is, where's the arrow? If it breaks this, take it down. That's how I'm going to be looking at it. And guys, by the way, when I'm copying this link, I'm actually sending it to my group. I'll make sure that you guys have the access to the group to be able to get it. To make sure make sure you guys can see all the trades when I take them. Euro Chef. Staying away from this. I'll tell you that right now. Yeah, I'm staying all away from that. Euro GBP. I actually had this marked up. I deleted it to be able to show you guys. But I was looking at this. I had the buys here. I actually got in the buys here. Price came up here, hit my 50%. So I took a little bit of profit, but I ended up actually hitting the rest of stop loss and profit. You know, part of the game. So now I'm just waiting to see, does it bounce here? Does it hold? What does it do? EJ, same thing, guys. Major trend coming up to hit this. I think we could see some type of rejection in this zone. Is what I would want to see for me to enter. Potentially going to look for sales. Just keep an eye on it. I'm going to look lower time frames to see what I want to do. First goal is to find the overall direction that I think the market's heading to. Whew. USD, powerful one. Let's look. So there's a lot of stuff going on with the euro. I think we're going to see the euro. I've been thinking we're going to see the euro drop for a while, but we haven't. So I'm very curious to see what's going to be happening over the next few weeks. From a technical analysis standpoint, I would be saying, see, difficult one. Right now, I would just stay away. And guys, remember, like, you don't have to trade every day to make good money. You don't have to trade a lot. I took one trade on Euro GBP this week, and I made $40,000. One trade. That's all you need. One good trade a week. That's it. I do like this. And to be safe, you're better off to wait. But I like this. And I actually think this is going to turn into like a trending Head and Shoulders. And break. Because if it rises like this, like if it breaks this, you're gonna see a new high. So remember, guys, I'm a reactive trader. I trade reactively to the markets. So that's what I look for, is how to best react to the markets. And like, it's okay to take a small loss to get into a big win. Don't forget that. I do it all the time. GBP CAD looking to sell. GBP Chef. If it broke above this, I'd be out. Expect some wicks though. Good old 50, 18 crossed the 200. Cross gonna hit the 200, bounce down after a shark fin. I like this. No big wicks. Good levels of support. I would do first TP about 50% the way through. Right there. I'd be moving stop loss into profit here. And then going. Alright, so looking for sales. I like that. GP and ZD. They all have the same thing. I'm gonna pick the ones I like the best. Even GU has that same motion. GJ, British Pound, once again. Trend line, broken. Gotta look for some type of retest. Just gotta be worried about that, you know? NAS. Buy was obviously off here. Obviously having the shark fin. So people gotta look for it. It's really kind of simple. Structure, shark fin, 800 moving average, buy. Take it to the next. Take it to the next major support levels. There's one. There's two. 3, 4. Obviously top. You know? So if you want to keep it real simple, I mean, you can do stuff like that. CD CAD. That just looks choppy to me, but I'll mark it up. Yeah, I don't touch stuff if I don't like it. Huh. Alright. Now here's one, guys. US 30 that I really, really like. I want to see. Call me crazy, but I do think we're going to potentially experience some type of stock market fall. And I'm a risk to reward trader. I will take a trade that might not be a high probability, but have a very high reward compared to risk. And I like doing that because I win a lot of big trades like that. So first things first, I noticed that you have a high that was not broken here and a new low created, right? So let's look at this. So you have obviously a massive uptrend here that's been happening. And then what happened is when price came up to here, it fell to break this high. Oh, snap. I'll do that. Price fell to break that high. So that's telling me that there was a market sentiment change. That is actually the reason I got into the trade the first time. I called this sell. If you were in, Traders Alliance with me, and my free group, Telegram group, and any of those, you saw that I called the free, in those free groups, I called the drop, the free fall. And I think this is why. Now, the market sentiment has changed, but market sentiment does have to correct itself, right? So you can't have this massive drop without some type of correction going back into it. And this is why I think that you could see another drop right here. We do have a very nice order block right here. So let's go ahead and draw a, entry point there. I do think that this trend right here, like this, is going to be met like this. And now how I'm seeing this is that this thing should drop from here to relative low to potentially even breaking this low. Now, don't know if it's going to happen like that, but that's what I am seeing, and that's what I'm looking at kind of in the market now. If they lower the interest rates, which they very well could, then you will see this thing fall. If not, then you won't. So it's kind of depending on what happens. But from a pure technical analysis standpoint, this is what I'm seeing. Entry point should be around here. Let's go into the lower time frames. Let's see if they have anything in the lower time frames that are telling us, oh, you should have entered, already, or you should be coming to enter soon. Shark fin on the 4-hour. That doesn't really tell me too much. The 1 hour is not telling me much either. You have this here. So for me, this is one of those things where using proper risk management comes in place. Calculate your stop loss and your risk, how much you're willing to risk. If you're risking only a certain percentage, then you can enter this trade now, and if it continues to rise up, you can enter it again. There are potential on both sides of those things, so you have to figure out, what works best for you, what type of trading works best for you. I'd like to position trade. That means I like to set a risk, and I risk more than most people, but I still have a set risk. I don't just blindly go into a position. So this is kind of the whale trade, I guess you'd call, of the next few weeks that I'm looking at. The one trade that I need to finish out pretty much the year. So Let's go on to USD Chef. If it ever loads. So I'm also checking my chat over here. USD Chef. Yeah. Looking for support. Yeah, I think it's gonna drop, but I'm not taking a trade based off of my, feelings. Ooh, this has some potential. Yeah, never mind. Don't like it. SDJPY. Set up the Japanese yen pairs. See, I like this more because it's not off the 800. I do think you could see this come down here. Also, So the reason I'm moving this up is because you have to remember, even if price is heading down, 800 moving average is going to move up. So this level of support here is telling me that prices moving average is going to continue to move up. Price will come down to this point. I'm risking 300 pips to catch 1100. Very good risk to reward. Obviously, these are swing trades that we will be holding for a while. Come on. Seriously? This is ridiculous. Ooh, but also, guys, real quick, if you have any suggestion for videos, what do you want to learn more about? What should I teach you more about? How should I teach you? If you have anything like that, just let me know. Well, sorry about that, guys. Internet kind of went out. They're working on internet or doing something around here, but I just wanted to come back here and say real quick, please comment down below if you like these types of videos or if you have any other recommendations that you would like me to do. I'm giving out plenty of knowledge, plenty of free trades. If you have specific topics that you'd like me to talk about and go over, I will do that as well. Maybe build a checklist. I'm going to be just focusing really hardcore on this YouTube for a very long time. I'm also building out the different language sites right now, so it's really cool to see that. But please make sure you are commenting, liking is actually over there somewhere, liking, commenting, and subscribing. I said commenting like 3 times because I really want you to comment. But also have that notification bell turned on because we're going to be looking to drop these types of videos where I give a full chart breakdown every week, so you can kind of just learn and see kind of the overall market structure and trend that I'm doing. So for now, peace out, much love, thank you.